They are the symbols of two of the high houses of Ishgard. And yet, it is not the ones that we are looking at here in this shot that are bringing us a bit of sorrow today. Instead, it is the one of the Red Stallion, the one belonging to House Fortin, that is drowning us in sorrow the most. Because its greatest leader and our staunchest ally is no longer with us. So with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here in Overall Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. So last time we were going through the vault, the latest dungeon here in Heavensward, where we had to fight off the Heavensward guard, and in our attempts to confront the Archbishop about truths that are hidden within the context of the Holy See after we saved Sir Emmerich from jail. Unfortunately, in our attempts to confront him, we lost our good friend Lord Haurchefant, who was struck down by one of the Heavensward guards. And so, after having met with his family, which for very well could be the last time, we are now going to have to focus on going to our next location, which was mentioned by the Archbishop, Azys Lla. So, in order to get there, we're obviously going to have to speak with Alphanode, who has the next main challenge. So let's speak with Alphanode to take on the level 57 challenge entitled The Sins of Antiquity. Alphanode is lost in thought, and we wonder why. We must press on with our mission. Tataru, pray return to your duties at the Forgotten Knight. Let us go and speak with Sir Emmerich, Mathia. I worry for his well-being. Well, obviously, it would make a lot of sense, given that what we've just gone through. So yeah, I've had the opportunity to take some time away from the game, or rather, time from recording, in order to do some grinding through the roulettes to get myself up to closer to experience level 58. But something also that I'm sure many of you have noticed over the course of the first 50 episodes of this Let's Play is that the video quality hasn't been as good as I was hoping it would be. And the reason why I believe this is because of the fact that when I started doing this, the video files that I've done for Year 2 of Realm Reborn were all recorded at 1080p. And it made for some really massive video files that when uploading took well over an hour, and so because of that I felt it necessary for Heavensward to go down to 720. What this has done, however, is it's resulted in what looks like frame skip, and for the longest time I was wondering why that is, and I may have realized it now that the video quality was compromised because of going down to 720p, because what I had expected was that there would be a consistency factor in terms of frames per second, that they would always be 60 frames per second no matter which resolution I was using, but I feel like that may not be the case here, so I'm recording this video at 1080p again, which means I'm going to have a ridiculously huge video file, but if it means getting the quality back to where it once was back in Year 2 with Realm Reborn, then we'll see where it goes. So, let's speak with this guard to get ourselves an audience with Sir Emmerich. Yeah, you know who we want to talk to. And obviously a lot is weighing on his mind. And so he's joined by Alphanode, Estenian, and of course Lucia. And so, after the aftermath...
My friends, I am in your debt.
You're quite welcome.
Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust.
Some wounds do not heal.
Obviously. Uh-oh, we're gonna echo here. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to echo to see how Sir Emmerich got into the situation he was brought in the first place. So yeah, he's confronting the Archbishop, who he believes to be his son.
The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it.
Well, at least he admits to it. However,
the architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatoskr, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained.
and of course you saw this through a previous
Their
echo.
one mistake was to show mercy. For from his brother Hreysvelgr did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us.
But I'm expecting to see where Sir Emmerich is taken
I ask
away.
you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all-too-fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thorin's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin.
And yet you bear his name.
Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe. Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice.
Yeah, we've learned this all too well.
This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them?
The truth.
What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught?
Yeah, devil's advocate, huh?
Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well.
But obviously that didn't happen.
Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire.
So, but then why did he ask for his arrest?
If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him. Thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
Yeah, don't even try it. And so that ends this journey of the Echo. Yeah, come around, man.
You saw something, did you not? A vision of the past?
We did. And here's how it went down.
So this is the power of the Echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past.
Well, we need to ascertain the truth, right?
'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
Indeed. But I think I have an idea.
I've given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heavensward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Given by the Asians.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Haurchefant was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Are the Heavensward truly so reckless?
Well, we've seen it to be so.
Unbelievable.
As they fled, my father spoke of Azys Lla.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heavensward and stop my father before it is too late.
By the way, Estenian, shouldn't you change out of that armor? I mean, you should get yourself a new one. I mean, yeah, it's stained blood red, and and you're missing a horn on it too. Master Griffin, Master Alfnod, I, Amric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, do hereby entreat the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Thank you. Our aid in preventing whatever it is that the Archbishop intends. Your aid in bringing him to justice. Too much blood has been spilled for the lies he perpetrated. No more. What will you say? I shall pursue him to the end of the world if I must. Life or death, I will have Sir Zephyr's heart for what he did to Haurchefant. Let's go with option... I don't want to hesitate to answer. Let's go with option 1. Yeah, because I don't want to sound like I'm in this for vengeance. I thank you, Mathia. I've heard many men make such pledges, but you speak in earnest. Much has changed since our Order's founding. Our duty to combat the primal threat has not. If the Archbishop and the Heavensward are guilty of the crime of summoning, then Mathia and I will stop them. Would that I could join you in the pursuit, but alas, my father's absence has thrown our government into chaos. Ever since the founding of our nation, there has been an Archbishop to serve as a guiding light for the masses, a forceful stability to counterbalance the High House's ceaseless maneuvering. Convincing the people to recognize the truth of our origins would have been difficult even with my father's support. The road ahead is that much more fraught with peril without it. Yet walk it we must, for unity is more vital to our survival than ever. After all, Nidhogg's death did not mark the cessation of Dravanian hostilities. Far from it. We will have great need of each other in the days to come. You may ever count on my lance, Sir Emmerich. To my dying breath, I shall defend Ishgard from the Horde. If I may, Lord Commander, I would like to assist the Sounds in their search for the Archbishop. Matthias, Master Alfnode, pray attend me outside. Alright. Very well. With me, Matthias, I believe we have much to discuss. I believe so. Plus, love and the David Robidoux inspired music. 76,000 more experience points goes to me, and we are inching ever closer to level 58. You say you want a revolution, huh? What are we gonna be doing? Singing Nickelback? Alright, Lucia, I guess we're speaking to you. So we have the level 57 challenge entitled In Search of the Soleil. Lucia appears to have something to say, instead of something to soleil. The Soleil was eastward bound, so I sent word to Camp Cloudtop on the off chance the ship passed by. Sure enough, Lady Lynette informed me that it had been sighted by her scouts. Then the Archbishop is somewhere in the Sea of Clouds. Or was, not long ago. The airship has not been seen since it disappeared into the northern reaches near the Blue Window. Alas, because the region is firmly held by the Vanu Vanu and not easily accessible from Camp Cloudtop, House Hollinot has yet to establish a foothold. We will need not only an airship, but a captain bold enough to risk the Beastman's wrath. Yeah, let's guess who we're gonna ask. I think we both know the perfect candidate, Matthias. Let us pay a visit to Master Garland at the Sky Steel Manufactory. I see. Then I will take my leave for now. There are other matters which require my attention. Alright, best of luck to you there, Lucia. Alright. And thankfully, these are easy challenges to do. Because all we gotta do is make one point of contact to get to where we need to go to next. So, Sky Steel Manufactory and Garland Ironworks it is. Alright. And we come over here to get access to the manufactory. Man, just how busy has Sid been in here? There you are. Yeah, too bad the mana cutter isn't here anymore. Sid. Hey, Alphanode. Welcome back. Ah, the dastardly duo. What mischief have you two been getting up to lately? Well, if you need to know. You haven't heard, have you? I hardly know where to start. Yeah, we should get explaining the details here to Sid taken care of. He was a good man. Sid, have you ever heard of Azys Lla? The Archbishop spoke of it before he fled. No, but it's probably some source of phenomenal cosmic power that's key to his plans. This isn't Disney's Aladdin there, Sid, and you're not the genie. Oh, Robin Williams, we miss you, man. From what he told Matthias, the Ascians tried to tempt him as they tempted Gaius with the ultimate weapon. Even if he spoke true about playing along, I can see him attempting to seize it. If we needed another reason to pursue him... Well, I'm convinced. The Enterprise is at your disposal. Come to the airship landing when you're ready to depart. Are we not simply going to just warp there if we wanted to? It's just as well. After pulling you out of the fire these last few times, I reckon I was due to deliver you into it. Very well. Well, that's another 76,000 points gained with the greatest of ease. Like, can we have more easy challenges like this? Alright, Alphanode. Let's take your next challenge. Level 57 entitled Into the Blue. Alphanode must see to one last thing before he departs. Into the fire, is it? In that case, I shall inform Tataru of our plans. Agreed. Pray go on ahead to the airship landing. I shall join you anon. Alright. And we'll cross over to the Ethernet shard and make our way over to the, I believe it was the Athenium. That allowed us to get access to the airship landing that was the closest. Yeah, it's right down there. Okay. Well then, let's take a turn and meet with Sid and Biggs and Wedge, who joined him. The boys have been hard at work preparing for our flight, and I'm pleased to say we are ready to depart. Awesome. Hey guys, good to see you again. That is as soon as a certain... what? Yeah, he was gonna mention him. Pray forgive my lateness. Tataru and I had much to discuss. We still have no news of the missing scions, but she assures me that Oriange and Riol are pursuing promising leads. Alright. Come, we can continue this discussion aboard the Enterprise. Alright, that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll have a lot to talk about while we're making the journey over to the Sea of Clouds. So it's with Wedge that we will make our departure. Of course we're going to board the Enterprise, silly. In so doing, gain access back to the Sea of Clouds. It looks like we're going to start in a different spot from where we did when we first started the game. Because I noticed it said we discovered a new location. So obviously where we start this time is different from where we started previously.
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted.
Those green rocks almost look like moss.
In search of a mysterious land known as Azys Lla, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets.
And touchdown.
Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake.
Oblivious to the new threat? Oh, that's encouraging already, isn't it? Oh, that is so encouraging. Yeah. So Alpha Node we speak to complete the current challenge. From here, Camp Cloudtop looks rather far. Be on your guard, Mathia. The Vanu could be anywhere, even watching us as we speak. Of course. And so, one more challenge will put us over the top to get to experience level 58. So, let's take Alpha Node's next level 57 challenge entitled Familiar Faces. Alpha Node has a mind to start searching the Blue Window. Assuming the Soleil is here, I doubt she will come to us. We should begin searching the Isles in earnest. Of course, we must remain vigilant for Vanu scouts as well. I would rather avoid needless bloodshed. Of course. And so, away he goes. Stay on lookout at the Isle's eastern edge. Now, how far are we as compared to... Well, actually not all that far from where this area is, so yeah. Plus we have another Aetherite over there, so obviously we're going to be getting over there at some point. So we'll make our way over to the eastern edge as instructed. And we will be using the emote to, once standing on the destination, or... I'm guessing we have to stand right here and do what they ask us to do, and that is stay on lookout. That's an emote that we can use. It's this one right here. Now it doesn't specify if we actually have to be speaking with Alpha Node in order to do the lookout, or if we have to... Okay. it does say that we can just do what we had to do. You search the skies for the Soleil, but see nothing resembling the missing airship. And I'll do the same thing farther to the north. And we're not going to cover this much ground at this rate. Ooh, but there will be combat here. Okay. Well, let's hope that all works out. Alright, so emotes. And look out again. Alright. Time for combat. We must engage in battle. Mayhap this effort was doomed to failure. Well, let's hope not. Begless begs mercy of Netherlings, does not fight, does not wish to die. I'm guessing this will be the Vanu Vanu? Was that a Vanu being attacked? But by whom? What are you getting at? Yeah, what are we looking at? Over there. Ah. There's the first presence of Garlean soldiers. Imperial troops? Yeah. Ishgalians! Seize them! They'll know where the Archbishop is! What do you mean we'll know where the Archbishop is? We're looking for him too. The enemy of my enemy. We've no choice. With me, Matthias, protect the Vanu. Yeah, like, what the heck? Alright, then I guess we are locking horns. Yeah, first we have to start jumping. Yeah, we need to start jumping right now. Deal with you first, because I want to get you out of the way, and then I see... Oh, well, looks like we're going to have to go after you first instead.
Protect me!
Who are you calling upon? It doesn't matter who you're calling upon, we need to get rid of you. Now we'll deal with you. Like this. Slash. Little splash. Oh, look out. Gotcha. Alright, now over here. Yeah, I saw the healer there and I was thinking, hopefully we can damage this guy enough before we need to bring in the... go after the healer, but no, it just doesn't work out that way. A disgrace to the 6th. You know, it would seem that way, wouldn't it? Oh man, gotta get these guys. Oh, they got me heavy. Oh, nice to see a healer again. Healer again in play. Ah, stupid healers. Well, I guess I should talk because the healers... because Alpinodes heals me, if he can. But yeah, the big danger here is in the airship that's hovering right over our heads. So I'm fearing I'm gonna get beat here. In fact, I should be moving over. I should pull everyone over and have Alpinode do what he does best. Come on. There we go. Yeah, good strategy. And Ruby Carbuncle is doing an amazing job. That's Alpinode's summon, by the way. It's doing an amazing job of taking out the airship and takes it down single-handedly. Very impressive. Oh, wait a minute. The Vanu Vanu is under attack now. Yeah, I didn't even notice this. Crap. Yeah, if the Vanu Vanu goes down, that could be a disqualification. And we cannot have that. Okay, I'm not done with you yet. Alright, you're down. Now to Alpha Node. Okay, I think we may be past the worst of this. And we got it. Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to the Vanu Vanu and almost cost us. We're speaking with Vanu Vanu, huh? Alright, big owl man. What do you have to say for us saving your life? Netherlings saved Vanu Vanu from certain death. Showers Netherlings with thanks like summer squall. Vanu Vanu knows not what wind bears Netherlings to cloud sea, but warmly welcomes them. Shows gratitude where gratitude is due. And with that, we do get enough to go over the top to get to level 58. And now we have over 9,000 HP. That's pretty awesome. Actually, hold on. What did I just say that my 8 max HP is at now?
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000? There's no way that can be right, can it?
Yeah, that is pretty crazy, isn't it? Now I have over 9,000 max HP, and now they're up to experience level 58. But now that we have saved the Vanu Vanu here, Lonu, from being attacked by Imperial soldiers, we know that the Guardian Empire is now casting their lot into this, so yeah, as if we didn't already have enough on our plate. But next time, we're gonna have to put up with more crazy crap. But if this Vanu Vanu is able to help us to get any further in terms of where we need to be, it might be all the more better for it. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. And when I join you again, we will see what Vanu Vanu wants to say to us, and if he has things he would like to help us out with, as we continue on, as we not only search for the Archbishop, but wonder what the heck was the Guardian Empire doing here. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.